Hi, I'm Greg Harmon from Second Thoughts East Yorkshire. Ken Dodd sang, "Happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess." Forgive my singing and I use the word loosely, and any happiness that you may have had has probably gone out of the window after that. But what is happiness? The Encyclopaedia Britannica defines it as a state of emotional well-being that a person experiences either in a narrow sense, when good things happen in a specific moment, or more broadly, as a positive evaluation of one's life and accomplishments overall, that is, subjective well-being. Very long and long-winded explanation and definition that really, isn't it? Now in reality, happiness means so many different things to different people, and it varies from one person to another. To Richard Branson, it may be making another £1 million profit. To a child in a Syrian refugee camp, though, it may be being able to find some scraps of food. Similarly, happiness can be a shifting emotion to each individual person too, shifting over time, just changing constantly. If you think about life before the lockdown began because of coronavirus, happiness may have been having a quiet night in if you've been out at work all day or stuck in traffic. Now happiness may be the thought of getting out from the house at some point, going for a coffee with family or friends, maybe hugging them too. If you did go out though and became infected, happiness would be being safe at home again, as you are right now. So things change, don't they? The truth is that most of us are spending far too much time chasing happiness to ever gain it. We grow up thinking we'll be happy when we get a job, when we meet someone and get married or live together, when we have children. When the children are small, we convince ourselves that we'll be happier when the kids get a bit older, take a little less looking after. Then we think we'll be happier when they grow up and when they grow out of their adolescent stage, when they take more responsibility and stop being wild or challenging and problematic. Then we think, if only we could afford to look for a bigger home in a nicer area, that would make me so happy. We convince ourselves that we'll be happier when we get a better car. If only we had a newer phone, the latest model, then that would make us so happy. We may work long hours or struggle on benefits because of illness, all the time wishing for more money, more income to make us happy. As the kids grow up, we wish for their happiness, all the time thinking that if they pick the right partner, that will make us happy too. Then we think if we could lose weight, we'd be more happy. If we learn a new skill, that'll make us happy. You know what? The time to be happy is right now. If you don't go for it now, then when will be the right time? Tomorrow? Next week? Next year? Life will always throw up challenges, barriers, obstacles, and indeed people who'll try to pull our mood down and prevent us attaining happiness. Why not acknowledge that this is the case and make the decision to be happy now? Happiness is a state of mind. Someone once told me there isn't a road to happiness. Happiness is the road. Don't wait for retirement. Don't wait for the dream job to come. Don't wait for the kids to marry a millionaire celebrity. Don't wait to lose that stone in weight. I saw a presentation years ago that I found really inspiring, and it was thinking about that a couple of days ago that made me want to do this video cast. I can't remember who prepared the presentation originally, but it stuck with me over many years. So thank you, whoever it was. Now on that presentation there were some questions asked. First one was, name the 6 richest people in the world. Secondly, name the last 6 individuals to have a #1 song in the UK singles chart. Thirdly, name the last 6 winners of Wimbledon. Fourth, name the last 6 people who were awarded an MBE. Difficult to do that, wasn't it? I doubt anyone could answer all of those questions. Celebrity is a passing phase. It means nothing. Fame and applause disappear like the morning mist. Nobody remembers, and quite frankly, nobody cares. Now then, answer these questions. Number 1. Name one friend or a worker who has lifted you, made you feel better in the last couple of years. 2. Name 2 teachers who inspired you when you were at school. 3. Name 3 people you've known who you've enjoyed spending time with, who made you smile. 4. Name 4 people you've ever worked with who you liked. Wasn't that so much easier? The numbers of people are lower, but do you see the point? It's the everyday people around us who make the difference, who lift us when we're down, who make us smile, not ethereal celebrities who we're unlikely to ever meet in real life anyway. But these are people we should value because they've already been in our lives, and maybe still are in our lives. Just as importantly, or perhaps even more so, which one of the groups are you in? The first group or the second? Which group is more important and makes the most difference? A few years ago at the Seattle Special Olympics, there were 9 contestants racing in a 100-yard dash. As the race began, they all set off making the fastest pace they could, all aiming to win. But one young boy stumbled soon after the start, and he fell to the ground and he began to cry. 2 of the other racers, hearing the boy's cries, slowed down and looked back at him. And without hesitation they turned around and began running in the other direction towards the injured boy. While the other contestants struggled to make it to the finish line, the 2 turned round to run in the other direction, reached for the boy, helped him to his feet, and then all 3 of them linked arms and they all walked to the finish line. By the time the trio reached the end, everyone in the stands was standing and cheering, many with tears streaming down their faces. They gave up their own chances to win the race, but they all had big beaming smiles on their faces because they knew they'd done the right thing. So think about it. Who was happiest? Those 3 people, or the people who came first, second and third in that race? Who do you think will be remembered? Happiness is much more than winning. Happiness is right here, right now, and we all need to embrace it. Now, this is a real game changer. I've talked about regaining control of your life, being mindful about life and living in the present. Enjoy what you have and the people in your life right now. I'm going to finish this video by reading a poem by Spike Milligan that's really relevant now given the pandemic. It's about something infectious, but in a positive way. It's called Smiling is Infectious. Smiling is infectious, you catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw my grin. When he smiled, I realised I'd passed it on to him. I thought about that smile, then I realised its worth. A single smile, just like mine, could travel round the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic quick and get the world infected. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be doing some more over the next few weeks. In the meantime, please take care, stay safe and good mental health. Bye.